I can't tell you how difficult that is anytime you take your eyes off the balance beam. But to add a leap and arch back, it's extremely difficult. This is absolutely gorgeous. Back handspring layout, step out. Watch this. Full twisting dive. To a back handspring down. It's hard to pick what I like most about Yang Bo on this event, but her choreography is exquisite. Moves so nicely. Here comes the dismount. She needs to stick this landing.
Best is Bogunskaya's 9.962. We'll be back with the final results. Yang Bo, as Kathy so well described, everything went very well until the dismount. In the balance beam, Bogunskaya of the Soviet Union with the gold. Kutsu, her teammate, in second, and then Betty Okino gets the bronze, tying Milosevic with a 9.9. That's the fourth medal the United States women have won. Okino coming up with the bronze. Yang Bo had a 9.887 just before we went away. Shannon Miller finished in sixth with a 9.862. Last World Championships took place in Stuttgart, West Germany in 1989. A lot has happened in the world since then, and it's changed the face of international gymnastics. Of the 52 countries taking part in these World Championships, the presence of 3 has a great deal to do with recent developments in world affairs. South Africa returns after a 25-year absence. Its athletes were banned because of apartheid. Now that leaders are dismantling the racist policy, they can compete. Alan Daly was the first here.
We knew that there was no international competition. So we just trained because we enjoyed the sport, and we just tried to get into the top 6 in the country, and then you'd stay there for a couple of years and then give up. But now the doors have just been open now for us, so it's a great experience for us now.
A different door opened in Germany almost 2 years ago as the barriers between East and West came tumbling down. For the first time since 1958, gymnasts of a united Germany are taking part in the Worlds. Although the men, third in the team competition, are all former East Germans, led by top veterans Andreas Wecker and Silvio Kroll. Not surprisingly, the Soviets took first in the team event here for the 4th straight time. But with the changes still taking place in their country, that dominance may soon come to an end. The 6 team members come from 5 different republics, now independent. Only one is from Russia. What will happen for next year's Olympics remains to be seen.
I think that this is their right, their prerogative, and I think that they will come to an agreement themselves.
Athletes are taking part in our national teams, and I think this should apply to the Olympic Games.
Thursday night, 3 Soviet flags rose over the awards podium for the men's all-around competition. A familiar sight, but one we may not ever see again. Well, thanks so quickly. As now we're looking at Shannon Miller. She just finished 6th in the beam and winning the silver in the uneven bars last night. She'll be coming up on the floor exercise. Also, Kim Zmeskal, you can see her in the background. The parallel bars for the men. We'll return with more action from the 1991 World Gymnastics.
See sports coverage of the 1991 World Gymnastics Championships continues.
15-year-old from Romania.
Lavinia Milosevic of Romania, ready to go now on the floor exercise.
And wait until you see this first tumbling pass. I've never seen anyone do it, men or women. It's a whip back through to a full twisting double back, punch front. It even sounds hard. There it is. She had to work that punch front. That is so incredibly difficult. said her first tumbling run is harder than anybody else's entire floor routine. Full and a half twist, step out. Full and a half twist, punch front. There's a great variety of skills in this routine. Tumbling run. It's tough to go up first in the lineup, but she's doing a great job. Ends with the full twisting double back. Nice difficulty.
Milosevic of Romania. And the floor exercise is off in grand style, Kathy.
Look at this. This is unbelievable.
Just as gymnasts are constantly seeking improvement, the officials in the sport try to find better ways of evaluating the performances, which can be very complicated. Earlier this week, Julie Moran looked into the latest changes in the scoring process.
Difficulty, execution, and composition. These are the three very different factors that go into one all-important score. In a sport as subjective as gymnastics, there's always a question of fairness in the judging process. Each judge should be completely objective, but as we've seen in the past, that's not always the case. For the first time ever at these 91 World Championships, a new scoring system will be used to help eliminate bias. The basic procedure hasn't changed. There are still 6 judges for each apparatus, each producing a mark. The highest and lowest are thrown out, and the middle 4 scores are averaged. In the past, additional chief judges sat at each apparatus. If any score seemed out of line, they called conferences to have them changed. They now monitor the judging from the sidelines. Warnings for bias are given by yellow cards. Too many of those, and it's a red card ejection. And then there is Joe, the judge's objectivity evaluation, a computer program operative here only for the women, but hopefully will be extended to the men very soon. It allows officials to check the consistency of each judge. In spite of all these efforts to improve the judging process, it's still up to the gymnast to have what it takes to get that perfect 10.
Well, Bart and Kathy, I'll say this. The judging has done a much better job than what we saw in Cuba.
And in the men's competition, actually, they'd use a little different system than the Joe computer system. They're doing a standard deviation, and they have actually dismissed 5 men judges at this competition, a Korean, 2 Italians, a Mexican judge, and a Cuban judge, and they will not be permitted to judge at the Olympics next year.
Christina Bontas, who just finished last of the beam, coming up. Milosevic with a 9.925. Her fellow countryman just a moment ago. Bontas, you wonder how she's recovered from the beam.
I think she'll be fine here. She also has a routine packed full of difficulty. This first pass is a laid out full twisting double back. Full twist will be on the first somersault. And get a load of this music. Oh, beautiful. It's hard to believe how difficult these tumbling passes are, particularly how easily they perform them. Full twist through to a double back.